Ever since I first watched the Social Network film and saw Mark Zuckerberg create the masterpiece that is Facebook, I have always wanted to be a software developer. It was just the dream job. I was able to take my love for technology and start creating and solving other people's problems, and this was all whilst getting paid a pretty healthy salary too. But whilst the last 5 years have been a blast, there was just something missing. I started to lose the excitement of being the tech geek that I was, and as the years went on, I started to focus more and more on the things that I could achieve myself rather than the things that I could achieve with my career. Which brings me to today, where I have just handed in my official 1 month notice to leave my full-time dream job as a software developer. Now, the regular viewers of this channel probably would have seen this one coming for a long time, but if you have just found me and found this YouTube channel, let me just quickly fill you in over the past 5 years. So at the back end of 2015, I got my first job as a junior software developer, and I had zero computer science degree, I had no uni degree, I didn't go and do the whole college thing or anything like that. And it was very much, in my case, it wasn't what you know, it was who you know. And I did get very lucky. But basically what happened was, over the first 2 years, I was working and learning the trade of learning some basic coding and stuff like that. And then after 2 years, I got made a full-time, fully qualified software developer. And this was the point in my career where I really thought I had found what I wanted to do, and I wanted to kick on, and I thought I was going to be a software developer for the rest of my life. But not too long after I got that promotion, I actually went off and started my own little side business, which was creating websites for small businesses trying to establish an online presence. And this was my first real taste of running and owning a business. Before that, I'd done plenty of other little side earners and stuff like that, but this was my first official business that I actually set up with branding, its own website, and it gave me my first taste into real entrepreneurship. And this is where everything changed. And it wasn't until the last 2 years where I discovered my Amazon business, this YouTube channel, and then some various other side incomes that I have started along the way, where I realized that working for a company just wasn't gonna be for me. So yeah, let's answer the question of why did I leave a dream job that I was so lucky to get as a software developer. And the main reason why I have quit my job as a software developer is because of one word, and that is freedom. There was no main money driver as to why I quit my job, although I did actually hang on to my job for a little bit longer than I expected because I wanted to get some financial things in place before I actually made that leap. But the main thing is freedom. I want to be able to wake up every single day, and I want to be able to do the things that I want to do. I don't want money to be a burden on that. For example, I almost went out the other day and bought a brand new car that I was going to have to pay over the odds for, and it just hit me. If I'm doing that, that means that's going to keep me in my job for a lot longer, doing the things that I'm not enjoying. And this has been such a momentous shift for me as a person over the past 2 years. Before I was ever so drawn by the motivation of earning money. I would be more happy to take jobs that I didn't like as long as the money was good. And now that has completely shifted to whereas I want to do the things that I enjoy, even though the money might not be as good. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I am not saying that I don't enjoy making money. I absolutely love making money. It's my main passion. It's what this YouTube channel is about, finding weird and wonderful new ways to make money online, invest money and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say is there's no point trying to make money by doing things that you don't enjoy. And that's what it became in the end. And that's the main reason why I have quit my job. Okay, so now I have knocked off this massive burden of my life, like 40 hours every single week that I am going to be freeing up to do the things that I want to do. You're probably thinking, what are you actually going to do during that time? How are you going to fill this massive gap that you have now created in your life? And it's going to be surprising to some, but there's not actually going to be that much change. What I'm actually going to be doing is actually trying to get my life back a bit, because over the last 5 years I have been working as a full-time software developer whilst building up things like this YouTube channel, my e-commerce business, and all the other little things that I do on the side. Working hours every single week were tolling up, and just as a quick example, over the last year or two, it's pretty much been 100+ hours every single week, working through to 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, and things don't get really healthy when you're doing things like that. It starts to catch up on you. I was starting to forget about my health. I was feeling crap throughout the day, which wasn't exactly helping my own self during my working day anyway. And I just want to be able to get my life back. Yes, I'm going to be working harder on my businesses, but I want to get some structure back to my life. And this really does go back to talking about freedom, living life and enjoying life, and just not worrying about working every single hour of the day, but just working, doing the things that you want to do. And I think I'm going to become a much happier person as well, because I know regardless how hard I work, I am working on the things that I want to be working on, and it's completely up to me as to whether I want to do it or not. But yeah, a couple of things that you can expect to see from me, especially in the future of this YouTube channel, is definitely a lot more content going forward. Now, when I was working full-time, 40 hours, working on my business 40 or 50 hours, it didn't really leave me too much time to actually work on this YouTube channel, which is pretty much my main passion and the thing that I love the most. And now that I have freed up that time, it's going to allow me more time to film videos, work on building a team, maybe even get an editor on board and get a new streamlined process so I can get as much content out to you guys as possible. So I'm really excited for that. A couple of other things that I'm definitely going to be doing in the new year. I do have a passion for gaming, and I haven't had any time to do any gaming for the last 2 or 3 years, just because it has just gone down to the bottom of the list in terms of priorities. I'm going to be starting a Twitch stream just so when I am gaming, I can chill out with a couple of you subscribers if you want to come and play some games with me. I've just ordered the PlayStation 5, which I'm excited to get. I actually can't open it until Christmas because it's one of those things, and I like to be traditional as well. But in the new year of 2021, expect to see me launching some kind of Twitch channel that'll be on a much more relaxed basis so I can hang out and chat to some of you guys. I've got a couple of other projects in the line. I'm even thinking about starting a podcast in the new year, which is going to be really exciting, with a fellow other YouTuber, and I'm actually really excited for that one as well. We've been talking quite a lot about that recently. And then I've just got so many other things that I've just kind of thinking about, ideas and stuff like that, and I'm just so excited to be able to have the time to actually dedicate certain hours to actually working on these things instead of just thinking about them and then just put them at the back of my mind because some other task has come in that I've had to do there and then. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going to be happening with me going forward. Nothing completely groundbreaking. Expect to see the same me on YouTube and everything. Nothing really is going to change, apart from you're going to see more videos, and from a personal and selfish point of view, life should be a bit more stable for me going forward. Having said all that, if you are still watching this video, I appreciate you guys for hanging around and listening to me wobble on for about 10 minutes. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this content, and you want to leave me a comment as well, make sure you do that in the comment section down below. Apart from that, I shall catch you guys in the next video. Take care.